In most video games, one of the main priorities is to kill the bad guys. You can punch them, shoot them, chop them up, blast them, use magic, jump on top of them. The possibilities are endless. Today I'll be taking a look at the various weapons used to take down the countless enemies that stand before us. So now for the rules. Only one game per franchise, only weapons from games I've played can be on this list, no movie, cartoon, TV show tie-in game weapons can be on this list, and the item must be a weapon, not a power-up. I might bend the rules on one or two of these, but you'll see why. I need a weapon. This is Core Murder 15's Top 10 Weapons in Video Games.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Some people consider this to be a power-up, considering that you lose it if you die. But it's a gun, so it counts in my book. The spreader is almost required to beat Contra. That and the Konami code. All the other weapons in the game are just, okay. The machine gun's good, the flamethrower is nice, and... Oh no, you get that piece of shit away from me!
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
No other weapon in a Mega Man game has been able to cause this much damage using so little energy. Most people's strategy is to defeat Metal Man in the very beginning and use it as the primary weapon throughout the rest of the game. Most Mega Man games, you have to go in order using the previous Robot Master's weapons against the next one. But the Metal Blade, it just tears stuff up.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Yes, one of the most iconic weapons in the Halo series is on this list, but honestly, when you think about weapons, the Energy Sword comes to mind a good percentage of the time. This is one of those weapons either people hate or love. Oh, the countless times I can recall playing online, grabbing the sword, and being called a noob for using the Energy Sword. Good times. Good times.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Speaking of cheap swords, a lot of people have complained that once you obtain the Chrysiogram in Symphony of the Night, the game becomes broken. To be fair, they're kind of right, because this thing can obliterate almost anything that comes within its reach. But it comes way later on in the game, it's extremely rare to find, and sometimes it's just fun to slice through enemies like they're nothing. It's like this thing needs its own infomercial. It slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries!
It will not break. It will not... It broke.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
They say that when Pandora's box is open, a great evil shall spread across the land. Well, if your term of evil is a briefcase that can transform into 666 different types of weapons, then you'd be right. This is considered to be one of Dante's most powerful weapons that he obtains in Devil May Cry 4. From guns to blades to a frickin' cannon.
Bitches love cannons.
This briefcase has it all. Just don't look inside.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Seems like this game has been showing up more and more on my countdowns. Probably because it's a great freaking game. So, midway through the game, after having Shinobu lend you a hand in killing some more assassins, she has a box for you from your departed friend Bishop. Inside is a pair of red beam katanas known as the Rose Nasty. These are my favorite weapons in the game. Not only do they look badass and are the only dual-wielding beam katanas in the game that's controlled by Travis, but they serve as a simple plot device in the story. The next weapons on the list, however, serve a bigger role for the stories.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Who would have ever thought that a key, yes, a key, would be one of the most recognizable weapons in video games? I gotta hand it to Kingdom Hearts. They did it. They took a simple item and turned it into one of the coolest weapons ever. Its primary power is to lock and unlock the different worlds in the Kingdom Hearts universe, and it's the only weapon that can truly defeat the Heartless. Not to mention, almost in each new world that you visit, you get a new keychain that changes the design of the blade and its stats. Even though Ultimate is the most powerful, my personal favorite is Oblivion. Hey, I enjoy a bit of darkness, sue me.
You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
Transcending history and the world, a tale of swords and souls eternally retold. That quote will stick with me till the day I die. There's no denying that the Soul Calibur series is a great group of games, but from a game series that bases its combat around weapons, there's a lot to choose from. However, my pick from this game series is the evil blade itself, Soul Edge. First off, it's wielded by my second favorite character, Nightmare, my first being Mitsurugi. Second, Soul Edge can take on any form of weapon, including a playable character in Soul Calibur 2, even though I'd say just hitting that thing in the eye would probably be its ultimate weakness.
Again with the fucking eye! Oh, I know what the ladies like.
These blades are as badass as they are important to the story of this game. There's no denying the awesomeness of the Blades of Chaos. They're twin chain swords that have an extremely long reach and have the capability to catch fire, burning its enemies alive. Why this ranked so high on the list is its role in the story. The Blades of Chaos were forged in the depths of the underworld by Ares himself. During a fierce battle against the Barbarian King, Kratos pledges his service to Ares, thus receiving the two blades, and were permanently seared to his arms as a reminder that he's now Ares' servant. Don't get me wrong, the other weapons in the God of War series are great, but these serve not only as a deadly pair of blades, but a great part of the story. My number one pick, however, is a recurring weapon in each video game in the series, excluding a few games.
Oh, I know what the ladies like.
You all saw this coming. But how could the Master Sword not be number one? It's one of the most recognizable swords, let alone weapons, in video game history. Originally crafted by the goddess Hylia as the Goddess Sword, it was later forged into the Master Sword by the goddess's chosen hero in the spirit of the sword, Fi. Also known as the Blade of Evil's Bane, it's the only weapon that can truly defeat Ganon. Making its first appearance in A Link to the Past, the sword has been a staple of the series ever since, excluding a few games. Each game also brought something new to the blade as well. Some examples are being able to strengthen it in A Link to the Past, or reawakening its true power in Wind Waker. When you get to that part of the game, when you see the Master Sword sitting there in the pendulum, you know the journey is about to become epic. And that's why the Master Sword is my number one weapon in video games. I'm Crow of Murder 15. Now let's destroy Ganon! Link, what the?